Welcome back to another FPL video. In this video, we'll start a new video series called Keep or Avoid. It will highlight players who have impressed or offer an opportunity that should be taken advantage of, or players who underperform or are a rotation risk. But, before we get started, please like and comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel for weekly videos throughout the season. Now that's out the way, let's get started. First, let's look at the players who stood out in game week 1. Bryan Mbeumo impressed in Brentford's 2-1 victory over Crystal Palace on Sunday. He scored an excellent solo goal to put his club up in the first half. Ivan Toney was noticeably absent from the Brentford squad. It has been claimed that he will depart the club this summer, which bodes well for Bryan Mbeumo, who will become the team's talisman in his absence. In Toney's absence last season, Mbeumo scored 9 goals and assisted 6 times in 22 starts. Next up comes Brighton and Hove Albion's next superstar, Yankuba Minteh, who started and assisted in Brighton's 3-0 win over Everton on Saturday. He was replaced at halftime due to a concussion, although the management later stated that he will be fine for the next game. Minteh spent last season on loan with Feyenoord in the Eredivisie, where he started 17 games, scored 10 goals, and assisted 5 times. He appears to be the coach's top choice on the right wing, and with his chip price tag, he may be a significant difference maker. Tino Livramento impressed during Newcastle United's victory over Southampton. With Newcastle's introduction of Bruno Guimaraes as their new captain, Kieran Trippier appears to be leaving the squad this summer. With Trippier leaving, Livramento will be Newcastle's starting right back. Morgan Rogers played the entire 90 minutes for Aston Villa, who defeated West Ham 2-1 on Saturday. He played a more advanced attacking role behind Ollie Watkins, and at under £5 million, he is an absolute steal. Last but not least, Jørgen Strand Larsen, the Norwegian striker, made a great start for Wolves in his debut. He is an undervalued asset in the FPL since he is an unknown commodity. Last season in La Liga for Celta Vigo, he started 36 games, scored 13 goals, and assisted 3 times. He is expected to be Wolves' starting striker, having started 3 of the 4 friendly matches and the opening match. Now that we've covered the players you should consider, let's look at the guys you should be cautious about. Amad Diallo was impressive during Manchester United's pre-season, scoring a couple of goals. And the coach complimented him, saying, "This is his season." However, he failed to impress in the first match, with Alejandro Garnacho returning and scoring in the Community Shield and assisting in the game against Fulham. Diallo's minutes will be substantially reduced. Jarell Quansah, like Diallo, was impressive during the pre-season. He was supposed to be Liverpool's starting centre-back alongside Virgil van Dijk. And he did start the first game, but he was substituted at halftime, which was initially supposed to be due to an injury, but the coach later stated that it was due to his dissatisfaction with Quansah's performance. So, it is best to avoid him and Kane. Rico Lewis, unlike the previous 2, impressed during the preseason and in the first game of the season for City, where he played the entire 90 minutes. Kyle Walker, however, returned to the bench for City. So, if you already possess him, you can keep him because the reward for starting the next several matches is good, but if you don't, avoid him. Gabriel Martinelli is like Rico Lewis. He performed great in the preseason and in the first game. But with Leandro Trossard in the team, his minutes are not guaranteed. So, with $7 million price tag and his minutes not guaranteed, he is also an avoid. Last up on the list is Kieran Trippier. He was the captain for Newcastle as Jamal Lascelles, the main captain, was on the bench. However, this season Bruno Guimaraes has been announced as the main captain, so Trippier might be leaving the team. Until his future is clarified, he is a major player to avoid. Thank you for tuning in. And if you haven't already, subscribe to FPL Wiki for all the latest FPL tips and tricks. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll post an update on X, so make sure to follow. There is a lot of FPL content coming up, so don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out. See you next time.